I fucking loved X. I watched X in theaters. I had a great time. I watched it, I think it was opening day. And I've introduced this movie to so many friends at this point, and they all fucking love it. And I can't get enough about it. I love Jenna Ortega. She's like my ultimate celebrity crush. I love Mia Goth. She's like my other celebrity crush. Kid fucking Cudi did so well in this movie. Martin Henderson, Owen Campbell. This movie is what introduced me to Ty West. If I'm gonna be real honest, I have not heard his name before, and I thought what he did with the 70s grindhouse aesthetic was amazing. So, when it was announced that Pearl, the prequel, would be coming out, and in the same year, I was already hooked. It didn't take much convincing for me to go out and watch Pearl. In fact, I just went out and watched it as soon as I could because I work 6 days a week. And lo and behold, the rumors are true. This movie is fucking good. Welcome to Overrated, Underrated, Recommended, or Skip, which I think we all know what the outcome of this is going to be. But I just needed to talk about it, and I even pulled out my prop axe for this. I don't know if you can tell. I really like this movie. Alright, enough bullshit. What's the movie like? Pearl is a prequel to X, which has come out in the same year, and it's set in 1918, and you follow Pearl, who was the antagonist of X, one of them at least. Except not as an old lady in the 70s, but a young lady in 1918. I'm about to gush over Mia Goth for a little bit. She has stood out so much in this year alone. And I think Pearl is probably going to win her something. Horror movies winning awards is common, just not as common as a lot of people would want. If any horror movie deserves Best Picture, it is going to be Pearl. And in big parts to Mia Goth, because she is, wow. In X, she was just a part of a cast, but in Pearl, she is the main lead. She is who you see often. She gives her all. She's dancing, she's singing. She's going crazy, she's going sweet, and she's going feral. I'm going feral. I think her performance is so good that, this is not a spoiler, by the way. The third film, Maxine, that's coming out hopefully in the same year, but I doubt it. That'd be crazy if it did. Yeah, that third film is also going to star her and is going to be a sequel to X, not a prequel. And this film, Pearl, is an indicator that, yes, we deserve that. We were treated so right by Ty West and Mia Goth that it is just inevitable that we would want more Mia Goth. Enough gushing. Let's talk about the film. I saw somewhere that it was compared to Wizard of Oz meets Psycho, and yeah, no, it's true. I have realized that Ty West is very good at making horror movies as period pieces with specific aesthetics and styles. Two of those period pieces. 70s grindhouse, and now we have like golden age movie. And the colors are so wonderful. The orchestral music almost every minute is just flowing, and it's beautiful, and it's atmospheric. Ty West also edited this film, which I was surprised by. I don't know if he edited X. I would have to do a little bit more research. But he did such a good job that whether this film was in color or in black and white, it would almost feel like it came from the time that it was set in, which is a golden age film from like 30s, 40s, 50s. So the editing is on point. Music's on point. Visuals are on point. Acting's on point. Blood and gore, awesome. It's not crazy, it's just enough blood and gore, and when it comes on screen, it is unsettling. Just as unsettling as the actual scary stuff in this film, which is Pearl, and the fact that she is, not all there. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but she acts irrationally, impulsively, and her perspective on the world is crazy too, so it's fitting. But it just gets deeper because some of the things she's saying starts to kind of resonate. It's like, okay, yeah, no, you're crazy, but I understand. I'm sympathizing with a serial killer woman. I mean, I also know that I have my own issues because seeing Pearl screaming and raging at certain people was kind of attractive. I don't know what to say. I like crazy women. I need some psychiatric evaluations put forward. And so I've been going on for a little bit about the movie, and I've obviously given my thoughts. So is this overrated, underrated, recommended, or skip? Recommended. Highly recommend. It's not underrated because I see everybody talking about it now, and I'm very happy about that. It's not overrated because, well, everything is true. High production, stylized, beautiful, very well done, etc. And do not skip this. Even if you haven't watched X, this movie stands on its own 2 feet. You don't need to watch X to watch Pearl. But if you did, you're gonna love Pearl even more. I even betcha that if you go back and watch X, you're gonna notice stuff from Pearl that you didn't notice in X, because now we have the context. So do not skip this. Even if you haven't watched X, please go out and see it. please go out and see it. I love crazy women. I love scary women. I love horror movies. I love Mia Goth. I love Ty West. And I am so excited for Maxine that when that comes out, I'm going to most likely be doing not only a overrated, underrated, but probably a 5x5 and probably like a trilogy analysis, unless they reveal another movie in the X franchise, which I am welcoming with open arms. But that's gonna be all for this video. Let me know what you thought about Pearl, and let me know what you think about just how the year is going with horror movies in general, because we're being fed very, very well, and I'm loving every second of it. All right, go out and watch Pearl now. Otherwise, I'm gonna chop you up stylistically with film grain and orchestral music on it, and a smile.